So let's have a look at this commercial.
Nature, fragile beauty. Its strength lies in calmness. But that's only half the story. Strength is also dynamic. It turns power into efficiency. It's more than just a show. It lets you shine. And it gives you space to express yourself. Because strength is more. It doesn't fit into categories. It disregards convention. And it earns you respect. I'm Jenny Kane. I'm a hybrid.
The new Kia Niro. Crossover by design, hybrid by nature.
Okay, so what we just saw there is incredible subtlety. And the agendas, the social programming, the poison that is in this is quite subtle. So this is one of the more dangerous of this anti-Christian agenda.
Fragile beauty. Its strength lies in calmness.
Okay, so we open to this incredibly sensitive, artistic femininity that we see in this leading character, this lady. It's opening in that natural state of womanhood.
Nature, fragile beauty. Its strength lies in calmness.
Nature, fragile beauty, its strength lies in calmness. So that fragility, that vulnerability of womanhood, which is going to be destroyed by this Jezebel narrative that's coming. So you see here that there's actually two birds.
In calmness.
There's birds that fly up, which is representing symbolic of ascension. So this is about the evolution of this woman from her limitations to her so-called freedom.
But that's only half the story.
But that's only half the story. She gets in the car in the driver's seat, and thus we begin the journey.
Strength is also dynamic. It turns power into efficiency.
It turns power into efficiency. So we're talking about the natural state, but that this can be harnessed towards self-ascension, into becoming all that we can be. Because obviously, according to this, the natural state that we were made by the Creator is not good enough. So along comes this ascension journey through Nero, because obviously to create this, we have to get rid of those rules. And we have to ascend past the limitations of God, of the Bible.
It's more than just a show. It lets you shine.
It lets you shine.
And it gives you space.
And here, look, interesting symbology. CrossFit studio. There's a lot of references.
To express yourself.
So, express yourself.
Because strength.
Here we go. Now we're transforming. Now we're merging into the masculinity.
Is more. It doesn't
that she's actually now in control of the men.
Fit into categories. It disregards convention. And it earns you.
So she is in control. This is a very anti-male commercial. Dare I say it?
Respect. I'm Jenny Kane.
So this to me, this was beautiful, right? This is natural. This is beautiful. This to me is not. So, because this is a Babylon agenda, listen to the words she's saying. It's very revealing in this section.
Because strength is more. It doesn't fit into categories.
Because strength is more. It doesn't fit into categories.
It disregards convention.
So it disregards convention. This is total, you know, the amount of times you hear this now, that rules are meant to be broken.
And it earns you respect.
So it earns you respect. And there we go. I'm Jenny Kane.
Jenny Kane. I'm a hybrid.
I'm a hybrid. I'm the Baphomet. I'm both male and female. I've got gender dysphoria. I'm confused, and that's good. This is all built on Babel, which is confusion. I'm a merge. I'm the collide of the pillars. I'm ascended to a higher state, just like, you know, Nimrod, hybrid. And this is something to strive towards, apparently.
The new Kia Niro. Crossover by design, hybrid by nature.
Crossover by design, hybrid by nature. crossover, the crossover. Very, very telling of the propaganda that's being imposed on our society. And it is causing so much confusion and chaos, so many broken marriages and so much hurt and pain, because God's commands are good and they are healthy. And when they are thrown out, then all manner of sin, pain, destruction starts to come upon society. I don't know why anyone would not want to embrace the gifts and the strengths and the role that they've been given. But for some reason, there is so much competition going on between genders, between races and all of this stuff, that this is just causing huge collide, which is the agenda.
And it earns you respect.
And it earns you respect. So earn yourself respect through disregarding boundaries, disregarding traditions, disregarding ultimately the Bible, and turn everything on its head. And this is the thing, is that not what Babylon, what Babel is about? Is that not what Babel was, a merging of the world into one, disregarding boundaries, disregarding God's commands? You know, there's so many people, even in the truth movement, the amount of people you see falling for this, even Christians. Do you not realise that this is part of the agenda? And this is what it's about with Nero on the car. You know, there's a reason that this is on the car. Because it's about the destruction of Christian principles in order to turn everything upside down, darkness for light and light for darkness. And that is what is happening. That's what this scene right here, the men submitting to the orders of the woman, and the woman taking on a counterfeit masculine form, and the men acting like Ahab, and the woman acting like Jezebel. That is what this is about. Nero, destruction of Christianity, destruction of Christian values. The commands we have of God, they are not a burden. They are there to set us free. Because when we disregard God's commands, society turns upside down. Boundaries are good, they are healthy, they are for our protection. You know, there's so many liberals that are falling right into this trap, and sadly, even some Christians. If you want to fight against the New World Order, then men, embrace your manhood, and women, embrace your womanhood. The natural, God-given roles that we have. This is about true love between people and the different roles that we've been given. You know, men, we have to man up. We've got to stop negating our responsibility. We've got to stop throwing away our responsibility and not embracing that. And women, take on your God-given feminine role in society and in relationships. That is the way we fight this New World Order, is to embrace what we were given, what we were meant to be. But work out these things. Work out things in our own lives where we may not be following God's will, and compare everything according to the Bible. Because there are so many cunning, sly things that are being fired at us every day through this culture, where we may drift off into the wrong direction. And just to reiterate, this is not a video that is in any way, shape or form anti-women. This is about finding our true roles and our true purpose. And of course, the Creator, our God, loves us all and has different roles for us all to do. Remember that they need society like a piece of dough. When you're making a pizza, for example, you push and you pull this piece of dough in order to sculpture it into the shape that you want. So they push and they pull, so they oppress a group in society and then they liberate, and it goes completely the opposite direction. Like this extreme form of feminism, this hyper feminism And you think about other groups that they've done this to in society. They oppress to an extreme, and then they liberate, they let go, and it spirals out of control. And that's exactly the same thing that's happening here. This is actually about finding the true gifts and true callings. This is about the best for people. This is about things being healthy. You know, the only way we can be in God's will is if we are walking in the right direction, within the parameters that He has set for us. So God bless all of you, stay strong, and I hope you're all well.